Okay, hi guys, this is Bobby, and in this video I will show you this 30 minutes quick start in our official document. You can type doc.diffy.ai and you can get it from get started. So this document is about how to make a workflow that you can throw some inputs such as text, documents and images and even your voice tones, and then it can spit out to a social media post such as maybe X, maybe YouTube. And this workflow is not easy to build, so I will show you step by step. Okay, so first of all, you will have step 1. It is to create a new workflow. It is very easy. You just go to the start and create blank, and go to the workflow, name it, and that's it. Okay, after we entered it, you'll see a user input right here. This is in the step 2. So in the user input node, you need to pay attention to this input field. This is input variables. So in the document, it gives you 5 variables, and the first one is just as a draft, or we say the user's request, and the second one is the files. You can think about it as some documents, some images that the workflow referred to. Okay, and also the voice tones you selected, the target platform, and also the languages. Setting up this step is quite easy. You just click the plus icon and follow up the document. Maybe for the first one it is text, and we just name the variable name, the label name draft. You see, draft, and also the maximum length. And don't click the required one because we need to keep it optional. Okay, so you see it's the required is no. Okay, also the file type, file list. You just select it, use a file, name it, and click the supported types, documents and image. So select both, and also allow for the uploads. The maximum is 10. Also don't click the required. And the third one is the voice and tones. Also easy to set up, just to change the type to the paragraph one. And also the target platform. Okay, please pay attention to choose the field type is short text. Okay, and the maximum is 256. But here you need to click required because our full overall objective is to create a post to some media, social media. So this is required absolutely. And lastly is languages, but you see here the type is select. So you have 3 options. So how to click or add these options, just click add and type it. Okay, that's quite easy. And you can also set up the default language as English. Click save. So the first node has been done. Let's see the second node. Second node is a parameter extractor node. The parameter extractor node is that first of all, in the front input, you have a platform right here, and this is text, right? So you can maybe text X or YouTube on it, but the problem is the users might type in various ways. Maybe it will add some and between these two social media, or it will add some verbs in front of these social medias. So these are the problems. So how to make it become more structure, like the Twitter and linking. And we will use parameter extractor node. This is the configurations. Alright, let's go to here, choose the model, and also input variables are the platforms. And here you need to add an extractor parameter, the platform. Okay, and finally add the instructions, some task, some rules, and you give some examples about the output format. So it has been done. And then the third node is if else node, just right here. So if it contains no platforms identified, and please enter a valid platform name. And why we use the if and else node? Because you see in this LLM, or we say the parameter extractor, the output requirements, if it is success, it will give you the platforms. But if it is not success, it will give you no platform identifiers. For example, if you say to it hello, you just put the hello in this user file. Oh no, is in this platform, and it will be recognized as the invalid one. So if it is invalid, you will need to have an output directly here, because it will not waste some tokens. So after that, if it is valid, so you will have else. Okay, and in the if and else node, you see you have a list operator node. This is to separate upload files by type, because for the image, it can be processed directly, because you know LLMs such as Gemini, such as GPT, they all have vision functions, right? So they can process an image. However, they cannot process documents. So for the document part, you need a doc extractor node to transfer the document into a string, so that this document can be processed by the LLM. The LLM can only, like, you just can input some strings into the LLM. Okay, so it can only accept the strings. So that we should have two branches. The first is image, and the second is document. Image. So right here, you just input the user file array file, and you just filter it. The type is in image. Okay, and also doc, the type is in doc. These are the two easy steps. You just follow the documents, then you can get it very easily. And after the doc, you need a doc extractor to extract the documents into a string. You see, an output is a string. Then you need an integrator info node to integrate this image, this doc, and also the drafts, or we say the user's inputs, together. Okay, so please pay attention to open the vision functions right here. Let's go back to the document. So now this has been done, and also this one, LM node, integrate this together. after you enable the vision, and you can copy this one and paste it into the system prompt. But right here you see there's a thing you need to pay attention to. Is the doc extractor and text and user input draft variables in provided materials. So after you paste this ones into the document, for example, I paste these 2 lines in a document, maybe in front of it, it will be something like this. But they are actually not variables, they're just strings. So we need to make it as a variable. How to make it? Just type this one and choose the variable you want. For example, this one is the doc extracted text, which is from the document. So you click the text, then it can be a document. Okay, so now it is a variables like here, and also the user input, also click the user input, then it can be a variables. If you don't do that, it will not be a variables and it do not contain any informations. Okay, then this has been done, and after that, there's one thing you need to focus on, it that's do not use GPT 4.0. If you use GPT 4.0 mini, it will not work with the Vision one. Okay, so just change a higher one. And then you have an iteration node. For this iteration node, you see there are 2 LMs. The first is identify style and the second is create content. So let's first build the identify style. Select the model and also paste the prompt into the systems block. Also pay attention to this one, this blue one. The current iteration item should be variables, so keep it as a variables. Also keep it as a variable as what I said before. So this node has been done. You see this node, you are a social media expert and analyze the platform of which one. The iteration item is what? What is that? It is for these iteration items. It is from let's talk about it later because it is for the whole iteration node. Let's first go into the create content. Okay. So for this one, create content, it is first of all you get the style from the last node as a variable and also the source information from here and also the voice, tone, the languages. Okay, this node is quite easy, but here you need to do something different, is that you need to enable the structured output, because the output of the LM is unpredictable and it's unreliable. If you just give him something like the prompts, it may mistake. So open the output variables as structured. After you open it, you need to click the config. So here you'll see Visual Editor and JSON schema. seems difficult, and how to do it's very simple. Just click import from JSON. JSON is a format that you may be familiar with, so you just paste these two lines, the platform string and post content string, into it directly, and it will be something like that. Then you click save, so the output should be structured now. Okay, and then let's configure the iteration node. The whole iteration node, the input is a platform array, because you see in the front, in the front you have like several platforms. It is an array, so we need to have an iterations in this array. For example, for the X, it will do an iterations. It will goes to the identify and then create one, then output. And also for the YouTube, it will go this iteration again. So that is what we set the iteration node. So the variable of the output is just a structured output like this. Platform name and the content. And after that, you will need a template. This is a node that you may be curious about. Why we need a template? Because from the last node, iteration node, it gives you a raw array of data, like platform name and post content, something like that. But these kind of things are JSON format. It cannot be readable by humans, especially for some guys who do not know the codings. Okay, so that's why we need to use a Jinja 2 templating. You can click this one. So Jinja is a fast, expressive, extensible templating engine. Something similar to the Python syntax, so you can understand it very easily. Okay. You can paste it directly into your template one. So this node can get the things done in a more stable and reliable way at 0 token cost. Okay, so this will make it become a readable ones. You can paste it directly like this, but there's one thing that you may not know how to write this template, the codes here, or we say that you do not know how to write the Jinja 2 templates. So you can just ask for your LLM, maybe GPT or Gemini, ask for their answers and just paste it directly. Okay. And after that, you give an output, name it, and also click the variables of the output of the template. Then everything, then it has been done now. Okay. So now let's have a test. Before we have a test, you need to click here, a checklist. It shows some issues that should be resolved before publishing. So here you see integration info. In this node, there's some problem. Yeah, we forgot the image, right? We forgot the image. So now you see in the checklist all issues are resolved. So now we can test. The draft, we just type, please give me some high-tech info, and the user file. Now it is just a lecture slides from my universities, so don't care about it. Just know it is a file of PDF. And voice of tones, maybe we said it is exciting. Okay, target platform, maybe you can say X, YouTube. And also because I'm from China, so just Bilibili, Xiaohongshu, something like that. And default language is English, so you can choose some other English languages here. So now we just choose English. Let's start. Seems really fast, right? And in this note, because this is an LM and the prompt is very long, right? The doc, the image, so it may cost some time. You can go to the tracing. Okay, it has been done. Then iterations. It may also be slow, right? Because we have 4 platforms. And for each platform, it will go past the identify style and create content. They are all LM nodes, so they may be slow. Then output. Now let's see the output. You see X, Twitter, LCCD is just the lecture slides from my university, so don't care about the content. Just see the format. Twitter, YouTube, and also give some quite interesting examples. And let's engage. Also Bilibili. Also Xiaohongshu. Okay, very interesting one. And there's another node that we haven't been tested, that is output. So for this output, you just put something, because you know when it goes to the output is that when the target platform becomes something is unknown, such as hello. Hello is not a platform, right? So let's start it. Oh, it goes to the output. No platform identified. Please enter a valid platform name. So now everything is done. You can publish it and share. You click publish. Okay, then you can run it. Right? So these are similar to the test, so I will not show it again. So okay, these are all the steps about this 30 minutes quick start. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask it in the comment area and I will answer it as soon as possible. So that's all. Thanks for listening.